Welcome back to another match reaction where West Ham drew Crystal Palace 1-1. Make sure to like and subscribe before we get into the video. Yeah. How many times am I going to watch the same boring, ineffective, shit football and people are going to defend it? Forget your emotions about David Moyes and about what he's done for the club. I'm worried about now. And what happened to the past doesn't affect now. Sentiment is not going to get you through trying to break down a low block and giving away the ball for an equaliser. In the first half, it was all going well. And this is what usually happens. This is what happened in the Forest game, pretty much. But you can't have Thomas Suchek saving you every game, can you? I didn't like the lineup, but I've said a million times why. And if you know, you know. But we had players back today, and that was good. Alvarez, Kudus, and Bowen are all back. Kind of suspected that was going to happen. Maybe not Bowen. Well, actually, no, maybe Bowen, because Bowen was in contention for last week. But it was all going well. Passed around the ball all right, I guess. Sufar gets space. It's where Sufar is good. Puts the ball in. Kudus puts it in. And Sam Johnston should save that, especially for a keeper of his quality. He should definitely save it. But typical West Ham fashion, can't really remember another chance after that. The mentality is on the fucking floor, and so is the ambition. 1-0 to the Cockney boys has not hit for years. It's never stayed 1-0 to the Cockney boys when scoring in the first half. I can't remember the last time that's fucking happened. We gave them the goal as well. Like, they were not going to score. They were terrible. That was a missed opportunity. And I know what a lot of people are going to say, but we lost that fixture last year. We also beat Bournemouth away last year. We drew to Bournemouth. Yeah. So let's not use that argument. Because we also beat Everton last year at home. We also beat Aston Villa away last year. Mid-table it is. This is where we're going to be, and cool, whatever. Mid-table's not the worst thing when it comes to being a West Ham fan, but it's very boring. And especially now we've been spoiled over the past 3 years. I'm sorry, but I can't. I want this season to end. I want this season to end badly, because we're not going to do anything in Europe. If you saw the way we played against fucking Bakatopola, what you think we're coming up against like Atalanta or like Sporting Lisbon or even Liverpool? What, we're going to play like that? Carabao Cup. We've got Liverpool away. In my head, we're out of that. Because I know what these players are like. I know what this manager's like at Anfield. You saw even what happened with Fulham today. They were 3-2 up and they still lost because it's Anfield. FA Cup, we got Bristol City. But it'll be very West Ham-like to get Man United away after that, because we always get Man United away. We got Man United away last year. We were 1-0 up, and we should have won that fucking game as well. So if you're looking for a cup run or a trophy this year, that's very unlikely. We're not expected to win trophies every year, don't get me wrong. But it would be nice to have an FA Cup. It would be nice to actually try an FA Cup for once. It would be nice to actually take that fucking cup seriously. You know, it would be nice. But I'm going on a bit of a tangent. I'm trying to stay calm as much as possible, but I could not wait for the season to end. Because we gave them a goal. Konstantinos Mavropanos. I don't know how it's taken me 5 minutes to get into this video without mentioning your name. What the fuck are you doing? I could always give someone a season, as much as he has played in the Premier League before. I don't particularly even remember him playing for Arsenal that much. So I'll give you a season, like I do with most people, even though you have played in the league before. I'm being very nice, that I usually am for new signings. But the pace of the league has nothing to do with what the fuck I just seen today. Like, are you being serious? Like, Alvarez shouldn't be jockeying that much against fucking Odson Edward. The guy's a fucking lamppost up front. You gave away the ball. You were barely under any pressure. Is there any point our centre backs coming short to play out from the back when the rest of the team are on the other side of the fucking planet waiting to receive a long ball? Because that's what it looks like. It looks like a mixture of players not knowing what the fuck they're doing and just waiting for a moment. Do we think we're Man United where we can just play like moments all the time and try and squeeze a win? Is that what we think we are? We've got Tottenham on Thursday. You better pray. If you believe in gods and all that, you better pray for that fucking game. We're fucked on Thursday. We're not going to win on Thursday. We're not going to draw on Thursday. We're definitely going to fucking lose. And I'm tired, man. I'm tired of it. When was the last time we won away against a Big Six team? Because I genuinely have no fucking clue. It's been years. I'm pretty sure it's been years. Because we don't win at Old Trafford. We don't win at Anfield ever. We don't win at the Etihad ever. Old Trafford's probably our worst. We don't win at the Emirates ever. We won at Stamford Bridge 3 years ago. 4 years ago. And we won at Tottenham Stadium 4 years ago. So that was the last time. The last time we won away at a Big Six ground, Pellegrini was in charge of West Ham. Aaron Cresswell scored with his right foot against a young Reece James. David Martin was in goal. And Frank Lampard was manager of Chelsea the first time. And I was in college. I am now 20 years old. So if anyone thinks we're winning against Tottenham, use your brain, please. I am not happy. I do need to get into more of these players. I want to give credit to Thomas Souček, Ward-Prowse and Kudus for the first half performances. Everyone dipped in the second half. Everyone. Emerson, I'd said was gonna have a bad game against was gonna have a job on his hands against Michael Elise. And it doesn't take a genius to figure that out because of how good Michael Elise is. But he got ripped today. He got ripped apart. I didn't think Aged was that bad. I know a lot of people are going to ask me about my Aged opinion because I've been onto him. And I want him gone, in my opinion. I'm sick of Nerf again. But he played well in the first half. A couple long balls that were actually quite clever. And you're going to get that from him. A couple clever ones, a couple shit ones. I wish Zuma played today. I really wish Zuma played today. And I'll give Mavropanos a chance, of course. But Zuma, when he's shit with the ball, Zuma, usually he just kicks it out of play. I'd rather that. At least we have a chance to fucking defend the throw-in. I'm not happy. And I need to talk about this player quickly. Not even quickly. Actually, let me carry on what I was saying first. Thomas Souček played well, and I think that's the best Thomas Souček performance I've seen in a while. Forget the goals that he scored in previous games. That's the best Thomas Souček performance I've seen in a while. Like the best. He was winning footballs high at the pitch. He was getting back to winning aerial duels. But he's not a number 10. And I'm going to speak more, probably on the aftermath, about other things. But Paquetá, bro, that was shit. That was a bottom 3, bottom 5 performance from Paquetá in a West Ham shirt. And I'm going to allow the Brighton 4-0 from last year because we didn't even have the ball. I can only judge the defence for that one. That was disgusting today. The passing today was horrendous. Like, it's back at Topola. I thought he linked up with Ward-Prowse well, but was bad. But this was terrible today. Like, genuinely awful. This is not the levels we saw at the start of the season, the back end of last season. He needs to fix up. Otherwise, he has to be dropped as well. Because no one should be excused from being dropped, but Moyes has his favourites. Pakistan's one of my favourite players in his team, but that was dreadful today. Bowen is not a striker. Played well in the second half, but he's not a striker. You're not going to get the best out of him, and the guy's got most of his goals from right wing. So if you're going to play Bowen and Kudus together, Kudus has to play in the middle and Bowen has to play on the right. Side a fucking striker. And side a striker that you're going to give service to or that fits your fucking philosophy, whatever that is. I'm tired of this. Another London derby that we have not won. I don't care if it's a fierce London derby like Chelsea or Tottenham or Millwall. Like, the fuck, we're not going to face Millwall. They're going to be in League One next year. And I don't care if it's a Fulham, Palace, Brentford. You win your London derbies. You try to kill the game off in your London derbies. How many times do we need to say that? Take a 2-0 lead in this game, done. Like, we've done that against Forest. We wouldn't have needed Ward-Prowse and Souček to do what they did. Every time we're chasing the game, it's always, Alvarez, come off. And blah, blah, blah. But what do you think with Tottenham next? I'm going to be confident. Tottenham away. Our record is very overstated when it comes to how good our record is there. Because we were fucking shit last year. I didn't care the year before because we faced Sevilla in midweek. The year before that was the 3-3, fair enough. And the year before that, fair enough, we won. So fair enough, it's not that bad at that stadium, but that stadium was still quite young. But if we're going years before that, I'm trying to think now. 17-18 season. That was Wembley, I think. I think we drew 1-1. Time before that, Havard Nordveit. I wanted to kill him. I remember that game, the Tottenham game. Time before that, don't remember. I think we lost that one as well. Our record at White Hart Lane, or whatever the fuck it's called now, is very overstated. So I don't understand how people think we're going to win there or going to get anything there. And I don't care if it's Tottenham. I don't care if it's fucking Barnet. Away games under David Moyes are very, very, very inconsistent. And that's a nice word. Because the record's actually very, very bad. Like, Burnley just couldn't defend when we played against them. We beat Luton. Just. We battered Brighton. We deserved that one. That was a masterclass. And we got a draw against Bournemouth. And then the other games we lost. Okay, fair enough, Anfield. But the Brentford Community Stadium, the G-Tech Community Stadium, you still can't win there. You can't win against Palace this year. At home. The last 3 home games have been bad. Forest, Everton and Palace. I know we got 4 points technically from those 3 games, but that's not good. Are we just meant to just sit here and accept mediocrity all the time? What happened to these weirdos online that were talking about, I like how the fact that we're winning gritty now. Oh yeah, you like that performances, do you? Watch the whole 90 minutes? Like, are you not watching the game? Like, this is genuinely appalling to watch. Long ball football. Oh my god. Hit and hope football. Vladimir Supal just doesn't like the football. He doesn't want the football. Unless it's going in the air, he doesn't want the football. It's always this tactic of running in behind all the time. And then not getting the ball. Feeding off scraps. It doesn't work anymore. It's stale now. Doesn't mean we're the worst team in the league or anything. But it's stale now. It's ridiculous. Another tactic that I spotted that was the same as the Burnley game. We concede a goal. Ward-Prowse get on the left. Paquetá actually go in the middle now. You know, your best position. And fair enough, he was still shit in his best position. But guess what? Paquetá on the left doesn't work. Because Emerson's doing 3 people's jobs. Ward-Prowse on the left doesn't work. Because he's always cutting in on his right. And he's not a left winger. Why are you putting him there? Why was the instruction not for Souček just to stay in the box for the last 10 minutes? I don't understand it. I don't understand why people are defending it. I don't understand what the tactics are. I don't understand why we're playing like this. I don't understand the team selections. I don't understand the choices. I don't understand some of these players. I don't understand how Vladimir Sufal, how much PR this guy gets. Because he started well and then faded off again. The guy doesn't want the ball, bro. He just gets rid of the ball. Even Emerson was below par today. I didn't think Emerson was that good. Well, another person to play striker for West Ham and get nothing. Shock. Because we run out of ideas. We end up putting Kudus up front sometimes. Then we end up putting Paquetá up front sometimes. How many times is this going to happen? It is so lopsided. It's ridiculous. It's shit. But that's just me. I'm sure I'm overreacting. But I want the season to end. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. My social medias are GVO Mikes on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.